to take on the Cats' last opponent, Washington. Wildcat fans, game day spirit has you covered in store, online for the best Northwestern game day essentials. Shop top brands like Under Armour, Champion, and Tommy Bahama, all at the official fan store of the Northwestern Wildcats. Shop in-store at 1807 Central in Evanston or online 24/7 at shop.nusports.com. Game day spirit where Wildcat fans shop. 10 seconds right now for station identification. This is Northwestern Wildcat basketball.
This is ESPN Chicago, WNVP, WTBC, HD2 Chicago, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
This has been the Northwestern basketball pregame show presented by Wintrust. Back with the starting lineups and the opening tip next. This is Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WG.
Hey fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Score more with the college-branded Venmo debit card. Rep your team with every tap and earn up to 5% cash back through Venmo Stash, a new rewards program where the more you do, the more you get. Get your Venmo debit card today and start earning rewards with Venmo Stash. No monthly fee, no minimum balance. Learn more at venmo.com/collegecard. The Venmo MasterCard is issued by the Bancorp Bank, N.A. Select schools available. Venmo Stash bundle terms and exclusions apply at venmo.me/stash terms. Max $100 cash back per month.
This is Wildcat Basketball, presented by Wintrust, proudly leading the way towards better healthcare. It's countdown to tip-off. Here's the voice of the Wildcats, Dave Ennett.
The 192nd meeting between the Northwestern Wildcats and the Illinois Fighting Illini. The Illini won the first meeting January 14th at Welsh Ryan Arena, 79-68. They have split their two meetings each of the last 3 years. Illinois last swept the Wildcats in 2022, but the Cats haven't won here in Champaign since January 17th of 2013, a 68-54 win. The Illini have won 9 straight from Northwestern here at home, and the Illini lead the all-time series 146-45. The starting lineups are powered by Constellation. To learn more, visit constellation.com/energy. Constellation, the preferred energy provider for Northwestern University Athletics. And as you heard Coach Collins tell us in the pregame show, a change in the lineup tonight. This will be the Wildcats' 10th different lineup of the year. That's the most different lineups the Cats have deployed since the 2018-2019 season, when they used 10 different lineups. They will go with some holdovers, though, including the true freshmen, 3 straight true freshmen who have been starting in recent games, going back to the USC game. Tyler Kropp, the 6'9" forward out of Powell, Ohio, making his 5th straight start tonight, averaging just under 3 points and 2 rebounds a game. He was scoreless on 0 for 4 shooting Saturday night. At forward, Trey Singleton, 6'8" freshman from Jeffersonville, Indiana, the Wildcats' second leading rebounder, their 4th leading scorer. Trey has scored in double figures in 3 straight contests. At forward, the leading scorer in the nation, Nick Martinelli, 6'7", a senior from Glenbrook South, averaging 23.7 points a game. He did have his streak of 20-point games snapped on Saturday night when he was held to 19 by the Huskies. At guard, Jake West, a 6'3" freshman from Philadelphia, making his 7th consecutive start here tonight. Just 6 days after he dished out 13 assists, a Northwestern freshman record in the win over Penn State. Back in the starting lineup tonight, Jaden Reed, 5'10" junior from Westbury, New York. The Wildcats' 3rd leading scorer, their assist and steals leader, making his first start since January 11th at Rutgers. Jaden averaging over 10 points and 5 assists a ball game. Chris Collins in his 13th year as the head coach of the Wildcats, 204 career wins, second all-time at Northwestern. He is 7-16 against the Fighting Illini. For the Illini and Coach Brad Underwood, as we mentioned, Tylen Boswell, their second leading scorer, remains out with a broken bone in his hand. He's on the road to recovery, though. They expect him back in the middle of the month, but he will not play tonight. So the lineup looks like this. At forward, David Mirkovic, a 6'9 freshman from Montenegro, the leading rebounder and fourth leading scorer for Illinois, averaging over 12 points and fifth in the Big Ten at over 8 rebounds a game. At forward, Jake Davis, a 6'5 junior from McCordsville, Indiana, a former transfer from Mercer. There, Davis averaging over 5 points a game, second on the team in three-point percentage at 42%. At center, Tomislav Ivasic, a 7'1 junior from Croatia, the fifth leading scorer for Illinois. He poured in 21 in the first meeting in Evanston. At guard, Andrei Stojakovic, a 6'7 junior from Greece, the number 3 scorer for Illinois at over 13 points a game and shooting 49% from the field. And a guard, their leading scorer, Keaton Wagler, a 6'6 freshman from Shawnee, Kansas. The 10th leading scorer to the Big Ten, over 18 points a game. He's averaging 22 in Big Ten conference play. He is the Big Ten freshman of the week for the 5th time this season and second week in a row. And of course, he had that historic 46-point game a couple of Saturdays ago in West Lafayette, 46 points. And he hit 9 of 11 3-point shots in that game against the Boilermakers. Brad Underwood in his 9th year in Champaign, a record of 184 and 104 here, 102 Big Ten wins. He is 12-5 against the Wildcats. Our officials are Brian Dorsey, Owen Short, and Bart Lennox. And we are just about ready to go. Cats have donned their purple uniforms here tonight. It is an orange out here at the State Farm Center. The Illini in their orange uniforms. So I don't know, Billy, if you're trying to color coordinate something, are you going to take purple and orange and blend them together, or do they clash too much?
No, I think they're excellent complementary color, actually, and the Cats hoping to pull off a big win here and maybe a letdown game for the Illini. I love the purple uniform. My blood bleeds purple, Dave, as does yours.
And well, you wonder if it is what you would call a trap game, because they had the win at Purdue, they beat Washington, had the win at Nebraska, and they play their next game Saturday at Michigan State as the Illini control the tap. And Wagler gets his first touch, going right to left as we see it, off to Mirkovic. Now left wing to Davis. Ivasic hands to Wagler. West chasing him. Some help from Martinelli. A skip pass near side to Stojakovic. Shot clock down to 10. Stojakovic to Wagler. A pump fake. Wagler with 6, with 5 in the lane. His shot blocked by Singleton. Out of bounds to the Wildcats. Well, there's a good start.
Well, terrific help defense by Trey Singleton on the drive by Wagler. You want to keep him out of the paint. But one of the things he's really good at, too, is crossover dribble and the pull-up 3 as the shot clock is winding down.
There's West handing Singleton high left. Now in front, Reed directing traffic, played by Stojakovic. Jaden Reed, a career-high 28 in the first meeting. Reed looks left corner, Martinelli, 3, no good. And rebound, Ivasic.
Good shot by the Cats. Good offense, but you look at the size of this Illinois team. Cats are really going to have to be good on the board.
There's Ivasic on 3. That's off the mark. Rebound fought for, volleyballed around, and it gets tapped out to Stojakovic. And a fresh shot clock here for the Illini. Here's Stojakovic, turns the corner, bounces weak side, double clutch. Jumper banked in from short range by Wagler, and it's 2-0.
Yeah, again, we talked about the importance of defensive rebounding for the Cats. They let that one get away.
They kept it alive. Martinelli did. Here's Reed around the lane. Pull-up jumper, no good. And the rebound, Mirkovic. Mirkovic in the first meeting 6 points, 5 rebounds. Remember, he wasn't feeling well and was questionable for that game. Now he works into the paint, kicks it out. Ivasic around to Wagler, high on the right side. Wagler with West and help from Kropp, and West knocks it away. It's picked up by Kropp. Feeds Reed 2-on-1. Reed scoops it up, missed the shot. Rebound taken by Illinois. Stojakovic brings it the other way for the Illini, who lead 2-0. And from the right, Ivasic misses a three. Rebound tapped, controlled by the Cats. And here comes Singleton. Gets inside, goes up for the shot, and he gets fouled.
Yeah, I was going to say there, when you get a 2-on-1 break, you want to keep the spacing at 15 feet and move the ball without the dribble via pass to make the defense react. Singleton is aggressive at going to the basket and gets the benefit of the call.
First foul on Ivasic. Trey Singleton to the free throw line. 72% on the season. First one up good. Cats are on the board. The Wildcats, as a team, 74% from the free throw line. Illinois is the best free throw shooting team in the conference.
This team does so many things well. Shoot, rebound, defend, and they've got great depth. Davis in the lineup tonight, who's hurt the Cats with some of his threes in the past.
Singleton makes them both. It's a 2-2 game, 17:50 to go first half. Mirkovic handles the ball, sends to Wagler, left point. He's doubled by Kropp and West, looks around, trying to get rid of the ball, and feeds it. A nice pickup by Ivasic with Singleton denying. Back it goes Wagler, left point with 8 to shoot. Jump pass, Ivasic driving in, kicking right corner. Three ball rims out, rebound tipped up in the air, and a foul on Illinois.
And Mirkovic with the push in the back. Cats with great defense that time. And it looked like Ivasic got away with an offensive foul with an elbow to the neck of Trey Singleton, trying to push him off as he's driving to the rack.
Now on Mirkovic, his first. It was Davis who missed the three. As a bounce, Martinelli at the free throw line. He's got Ivasic on him, goes back to West. Sets a screen for West. And on the pick and little jumper, Martinelli missed. The follow no good by Kropp, who got the rebound. It was just short, rebounded by Illinois. Here's Stojakovic to Mirkovic. Now Wagler jump past Mirkovic, makes the three. His skip pass stolen by Singleton. He brings it the other way out to Reed, spotting up for three. Good. Jaden Reed gives the Wildcats their first lead. It's 5-2.
Cats have been sharp with their defensive rotations. They've got to continue that for 40 minutes, Dave.
Here's Mirkovic into the front court, hands to Wagler. 5-2 Northwestern. Well, I missed three-pointers here in the early going. Here's a skip pass saved by Davis. And now Ivasic low in the right against Martinelli. Here comes the double. Out it goes Mirkovic, a three. Good. First three-pointer for the Illini, David Mirkovic. And we're tied at 5.
Little missed rotation there by the Cats as Trey Singleton slow to get out.
There's a bounce to Reed, right wing. Played there by Stojakovic. Gets a screen from Kropp. Bounces back to Kropp. Jumper, good. Tyler Kropp, scoreless on Saturday. Puts the Cats back in front, 7-5. 15:50 to go first half.
Cats with a little pick and pop action of their own.
Seen it twice now. Once with Martinelli, that time with Kropp.
Cats are getting some good shots here early.
There's the lob. Wagler out in front with Martinelli on him. He drives on Nick, kicks it out, left corner. Stojakovic, a little contact with Singleton. Plays on, feeds Mirkovic at the elbow. Back out, Davis. Thought about the three, doesn't take it. Gives it to Ivasic. Shot clock at 3 of 2. Davis, bailout three. Got it.
Can't better defense than that.
Late
Davis
clock
with a dart.
3. Jake Davis. He just has a knack for doing that against the Cats. I guess he does it against other teams too. It's 8-7 Illinois. 5 minutes gone. There's West off a Kropp screen. Takes the jumper. Missed it. Out of the rebound, Mirkovic. Down the left side comes Mirkovic. Spins on Singleton. Driving under the basket. Heaves it out to Ivasic. Open for three. Missed it. That's a break for the Cats and a foul on the rebound called on the Wildcats. Their first foul of the game. Time for our Athletico Physical Therapy Injury Update. And pain start with Athletico. Visit athletico.com to request your in-clinic a virtual free assessment, no injuries to report for the Wildcats. This winter, see what being ranked the #1 state in public arts spending looks like. Experience world-class performances and legendary venues. Immerse yourself in Minnesota's legendary creative scene. We've got your ticket at exploreminnesota.com. First foul on the Cats called on Trey Singleton. It's Illinois 8, Northwestern 7, 14:45 to go first half. This Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield.
PowerPlay, the official fitness technology partner of the Northwestern Wildcats, is a staple of Northwestern athletic training, but it's not just for elite athletes. It's also scientifically proven to burn fat, increase strength and flexibility, and help build strong bones. And in a recent independent university study, PowerPlay was even shown to enhance blood flow to improve cognitive function in users to help keep their mind sharp and help prevent cognitive impairment. Sound too good to be true? It's not. See for yourself at PowerPlate.com. Live like the Cats with PowerPlate.
Hey, Mom. It's me. Oh, my gosh. You'll never believe what I just opened for Valentine's Day. A sapphire ring from Hellsberg. Just like the one I lost years ago. Remember how excited I was when you gave it to me? I cannot believe you remembered that story. I guess you were right. I really found the one.
This Valentine's Day, create a moment that means something with up to 40% off gifts at Hellsberg. Shop in store or at hellsberg.com.
Stay local. Get Chicago's news first with Lisa Dent. Weekdays at 2 on WGN.
Cats fans, Northwestern trusts IAS branding with the Wildcats brand. Let IAS branding, proud partner of Northwestern Athletics, be the solution for your branded merchandise and promotional products. Visit IASbranding.com to learn more. Dave Ennett, Billy McKinney from the State Farm Center in Champaign. The Wildcats looking to end a 9-game losing streak on this floor. They won here in 2013. Last year, they trailed the Illini at halftime 43-21. They were down by 23 points with 5 minutes to go. They cut it to 8 before the Illini held on to win 83-74. And Billy, it's a 1-point game right now. Illinois up 8-7. But this Illini team is capable of those runs, those long runs, and you just have to be really careful not to get yourself on the wrong end of one of those.
That's correct, Dave. And one of the things that the Cats are doing real well now, they've got 3 points off the turnover. They've got 5 fast break points. They can fast break against this ball club, but they have to. It's imperative that they defensive rebound.
The inbounds pass after the foul on Singleton goes to Mirkovic. The Wildcats' Arrington Page has checked in. Angelo Cheravino into the game. And here's a jumper in and out. Mirkovic back taps it to Stojakovic, and a fresh shot clock here for the Illini. And out it goes. Humrichhaus hits a 3 just off the bench. Ben Humrichhaus knocks down the Illini triple, and they're up 11-7. They've scored 6 straight, back-to-back threes.
And a direct result of an offensive rebound, Dave.
Here's Jordan Clayton to Reed, around to Cheravino. Wide left, feeds it back to Reed at the point. Reed finds Clayton on the left. Jordan Clayton, left baseline, falling down, and he loses the ball, and it's Stojakovic the other way, drives in on Reed and lays it in. And a fast break basket for Illinois. And the Wildcats take a timeout here as Illinois goes up by 6, 13-7.
And that's the kind of run you were talking about, Dave. An offensive rebound leads to a 3. Cats come down with the turnover. Now the Illini up by 6.
Stojakovic with his first points, an 8-0 run here for Illinois. The Illini coming in averaging about 85 points a game. Second highest scoring team of the Big Ten, 30th in the nation. They shoot 47%, but the other key number for them, the rebounding margin, they out-rebound their opponents by about 11 a game, 6th in the nation. And the Cats held their own on the glass in the game in Evanston. It was only, I think, a 3-point advantage for Illinois in that game, or a 3-rebound advantage, but they're dominating here on the glass as the Cats bring it up, trying to end this 8-0 run. Here's Reed. Gets a screen from Page, goes out on top to Clayton. Shot clock at 15. Back to Reed. Nick Martinelli hasn't scored yet. Here's Cheravino with 8 to shoot. Back to Reed. Hummerhouse on it. 5 to shoot. He'll put up an off-balance 3. It's no good. And the rebound, Stojakovic for the Illini. Shot clock was running down. He put that up. Here's Wagler at the block eye logo near midcourt. And Mirkovic and Hummerhouse. Another 3 is good. So he's come off the bench and done what he does. A pair of threes. Hasn't shot the ball quite as well this year, but he is off to a hot start tonight. And Illinois on an 11-0 run. 16-7. Here's Cheravino beyond the three-point line against Wagler. Bouncing for Martinelli. Shot clock at 10. Off to Reed. Reed pull up 17-footer. That won't go. Rebound tipped by Page, controlled by Hummerhouse.
And that's a shot that Reed typically knocks down, and he's got to make those.
Right now, the Cats in a big drought, almost 4 minutes. Out on the left, a 3 by Stojakovic, no good. The Cats get the rebound. Martinelli to Reed to Cheravino. His shot swatted down. Cheravino gets it back. Feeds it back outside to Reed. Goes inside. There's Page, double clutch layup, good. That ends an 11-0 Illinois run. It's 16-9 Illini.
Good hustle by Cheravino to stay with the hustle after the block shot. And the Cats are able to score inside.
7-point Illinois lead. Here's Wagler, played by Clayton. Hooks it. And now around to Mirkovic, left corner 3, good. Well, they're heating up from 3. Second triple for Mirkovic. Vladimir Ivasic in there, the twin brother of Tomislav, and a rim protector a la what we saw against Washington the other night. Now Cheravino for 3, no good. Rebound caroms right to Wagler. Hummerhouse the other way for the Illini. Picks up his dribble. Looks around. Pressure by Clayton. Feeds it to Vladimir Ivasic. Back to Wagler, left point. Moving right. Chased by Reed. Back to Hummerhouse. Left corner. Ivasic for 3, an air ball. And Cheravino's there to pick it up for the Cats. Sends it out to Reed. Fires it inside. Martinelli there. His shot missed, but a foul called. Cheravino got the rebound, put it back up, and they had already blown the whistle. And we got a timeout here with 10:58 to go here in the first half. Attention, all Northwestern students and Wildcat fans. Pace Bus now offers quick and stress-free rides from Evanston to O'Hare Airport for just $2. Google Pace Bus, call Stepster for more information. Tonight's official game sponsor is United Airlines, proud to fly the Northwestern Wildcats. Illinois leads Northwestern 19-9, 10:58 to go first half. It's Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720
Libman makes a
WGN.
difference. The Libman Mop Crew is part of our winning team. The Libman Mop Crew makes sure the hardwood is clean and safe for the players every game at Welsh Ryan Arena. No matter what kind of flooring you have at your home court, Libman has the tools to keep it clean. Our mops, brooms, and brushes are proudly family made in the USA. Visit Libman.com to see our whole lineup or for a store locator. That's Libman.com. Libman, the official hardwood floor care provider of Northwestern basketball.
If you aren't paying with a Northwestern Athletics debit card from Wintrust Community Banks, are you really a Northwestern fan? Of course you are, but swiping with purple and white is much more fun. Pay with Wildcat Pride every time with the official Northwestern Athletics debit card. Get yours when you open an eligible Wintrust Community Banks account. Visit wintrust.com/Northwestern to choose an eligible account and score your Northwestern card. Wintrust. Different approach, better results. Member FDIC. Specialty debit cards not available for all Wintrust Community Bank account types, charters, and branches.
Spend your middays with me, John Williams, 10 to 2. Now let's get you back to the game.
On the go and want to stay connected to live college sports anywhere in the country? Download the free Varsity Network app, available on Apple and Android. The new features this season, it's easier than ever to listen live and keep up with your favorite teams. Don't miss a moment. Get the Varsity Network app now. Illinois leads Northwestern 19-9. A 14-2 run here for the Illini. The Cats have missed 6 of their last 7 shots. They're just 3 for 14 shooting. That's 21%. Meantime, Illinois, after a slow start, they missed their first 3 threes. They've hit 5 of their last 8. They're shooting 47% and out rebounding the Cats. So that's tightened up a bit. It's 10-6, but a 10-point lead here for the Illini.
Yeah, on the road, if you hope to beat a team, the 5th-ranked team in the country, you're going to have to shoot better than 21%. Yet the Cats have really gotten some good shots out of their offense. They've also been able to get out and run, but they've made some questionable decisions in transition. When you get numbers in transition, you have to score, Dave, and that's especially on the road why the Cats are down right now, 19-9. Illinois is 19 of their points, 15 have come from beyond the arc.
The Wildcats just picked up their second foul. Angelo Cheravino for the Cats. Page, Martinelli, Singleton back in. Jake West and Justin Mullins. Haven't seen him the last couple of games, but he's back out there now.
Defensive purposes.
As Wagler brings it up. Jump pass to Zvonimir Davisic. Hands it to Davis. Back to Tomislav. And now here's Wagler right of the circle. His pass deflected out of bounds by West. Leaped high in the air to block that pass out of bounds.
Yeah. Active hands on the pick and roll. Wagler at 6'5", 6'6", and Jake West getting in the passing lane with active hands.
There's Wagler. A little help from Page. Out to Humrick House against Singleton. Back to Wagler between the rings. He'll take a long 3 and he nails it.
That's a tough one to stop.
NBA 3 for Wagler.
Logo.
22-9.
Logo 3 right there.
There's West. Page comes over to set a screen. Drops back. Here's Martinelli. Jab step. Fakes the shot. Doesn't take it. Goes to Mullins. Drives to the foul line. His pass deflected. Saved by Singleton. Out to Mullins for 3. No good. Back rim. And the rebound tapped out of there by Martinelli, but tapped into the courtside seats. So the Cats now on the wrong end of a 6-0 run. A 17-2 run. The Cats have just one made bucket in their last 8 shots. And it's a 22-9 Illinois lead. Here's Wagler driving on Mullins. Leaves it outside. Tomislav Ivasic, a straight on 3, wide open, and it's good. And it's 25-9.
Yeah, this one is getting out of hand early, and it's the 3-point shot by the Illini that is putting the Wildcats defense on notice.
9-0 run. Here's Singleton in 3-point land. Drives to the elbow. Back out to West. Left baseline. West cut off there. Finds Singleton up top to Page. 3 ball. No good off the front of the rim. Rebound, Tomislav Ivasic. There's a lot of size out there for Illinois right now with both the Ivasic brothers. Wagler handling the ball. Pressured. Gives it up to Humrick House. Now Davis refeeds Humrick House. Long 3. And that one's good. That's his 3rd triple. That was a NBA 3. And it's 28-9 Illinois.
The Illini literally shooting the lights out here at the State Farm Center.
Now here's West beating Page under the basket. Kicks to the right corner. Singleton for 3. That's no good. And now the ball lost, but a foul called. Ivasic fouled and then he lost the ball to West, but the foul had already been called. And right now, Chris Collins looking for some answers with his team down 28-9. A 19-point Illinois advantage here with 8:46 to go in the first half. The foul on Page, his first. The Wildcats, Tyler Kropp back in. Jade Reed back in. Illinois brings it down. Here's Stojakovic, who's returned for them. Wraparound feed to Davis. Back to Stojakovic. Chase to the right wing by Singleton and Reed. And out to Davis. West closes out on him. He feeds Tomislav Ivasic. The drop step, double team. Drops it off inside. Stojakovic for a layup. Cutting down the left side of the lane. And it's 30-9.
Looks like the Cats had a stop there, but Stojakovic moving without the basketball finds the open seam in the defense for the score.
I wish I hadn't said anything about the scoring runs. A 14-0 run here. 8 minutes to go in the half, 30-9. Here's Martinelli at the three-point line. Scoreless so far. He'll take a jumper. Missed it. Weak side rebound, Davis. You know you're struggling when Nick's not on the score sheet yet. Here's Hummerkaus. Deep three from the left. He missed it. And the rebound taken on the run by West. Cats want to push. Ahead to Reed. Drives to the baseline. Floater there is good for Jaden Reed.
Hey, tough floater. If he misses that, that might go the other way quickly, but credit Jaden Reed for being aggressive here as the Cats trying to get back in this game.
And now Mirkovic stops and fires a three and makes it his third. 33-11, Illinois. The Illini have hit 9 of 16 from beyond the arc, and none of those from Wagler. Here's a bounce to Kropp, three-point land. Back to the right, Martinelli. Gets a screen from Kropp. Looks right, there's West, 10 to shoot. Driving, kicking. Singleton around to Reed. Takes the three, runs in. Back outside, West for three. No good. Rebound fought for, out of bounds. It'll stay with the Wildcats.
Yeah, nice actions by the Cats. Again, they've got to knock down some shots here to get back in this ball game, down 22 with 6:47 remaining.
Yikes. Wildcats fans, score a basket for your taste buds on game days with Odyssey Brands Greek yogurt and feta cheese. Made by 4 generations of master cheesemakers and available at your local grocer. Ozinga's purpose is to make a positive impact in the community, which is why they are the proud sponsor of the Together Building Better promotion. For every point Northwestern men's and women's basketball team scores this season, Ozinga will donate $1 to the NU Dance Marathon. Thank you, Ozinga, for your support of this great cause. Go Cats. It's Illinois 33, Northwestern 11, 6:47 to go first half. It's Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield.
Hey fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Sometimes the thought of being in your warm and cozy home is what gets you through the day. But what happens when you get home and there is no heat? Who do you call for fast, reliable service? 24 hours a day and 7 days a week, you can consider it done when you trust the experts at ABC Plumbing, Sewer, Heating, Cooling, and Electric. Book your appointment today at 4abc.com and consider it done.
Bob Surratt in charge of the station, weekday morning 6 to 10 on your home for Big Ten basketball.
33-11, Illinois leading Northwestern here at the 6:47 mark. First half. Let's find out what else is happening. Back at our studios, Jack Heinrich.
Thanks, Dave. Over in the Big Ten, an upset in Minnesota, 76-73 over number 10 Michigan State. So Minnesota, another court storm in the Big Ten. They're now 4-8. And then later tonight, the triple header, the nightcap, Iowa on the road at Washington. Earlier today, Notre Dame lost to number 23 Louisville, 76-65. And some ranked action going on right now. Number 16 BYU trailing Oklahoma State 18-9. Back to you, Dave.
Thank you, Jack. More at halftime. So Michigan State will no doubt be in a foul mood. Back-to-back losses for them. And they'll host Illinois on Saturday. Max Green into the game for the Wildcats. He inbounds the ball to Singleton, and now Jaden Reed goes to work. Illinois
switched into a zone defense.
Yep. Here's Martinelli at the free throw line. Turns, fires. His shot in and out. And the rebound controlled by Tomislav Ivasic. Here's Stojakovic driving in. No good. And a foul called as he goes up for the shot. But Nick Martinelli 0 for 5 shooting tonight.
And the Cats just 4 of 21 here in the first half. And the Illini have made more three-point field goals than the Cats have made total field goals here in the first half.
Foul on Max Green. Stojakovic at the line. Free throw good. Stojakovic, 83% free throw shooter. 92% in Big Ten play. And he knocks down both of them here to extend this lead. And it's an 18-2 run for the Illini, who now lead it by 24 points, 35-11. There's Martinelli to Reed, jogging right, back to the left. He finds Max Green, back to Reed, right wing, up top Green, swings it left. There's Singleton, pull up 17-footer, in and out. That'll rebound Tomislav Ivasic.
Got to be a lid on the basket there.
Wow.
Cats really, really struggling. And they've been getting some good shots, Dave.
And how many times have I said that they've rimmed out? They've been halfway down. Martinelli a couple of times. Here's Mirkovic. Skip pass. Stojakovic runs the right baseline. His layup no good, but a blocking foul called on Tyler Krupp.
It's hard to imagine this team has retooled, and this team is, I think, better than the team they had last year, which is a very good team.
Yeah. Well, they lost two of their top three scorers, Yakachonis and Riley, as Stojakovic makes the free throw. The foul on Krupp was his first. He comes out of the game, and Arrington Page back in.
And Dave, while we've talked about the Illini and their offense here in the first half, you have to give credit to their defense. A much improved defensive team, what they're doing to force Northwestern into some tough shots.
Stojakovic makes them both. He's got 8 points. Well, he scored 4 against the Cats in the game in Evanston. It's 37-11. There is Singleton moving right, feeding Green. Hard bounce inside the Page, mid-post. Trying to split two defenders. Saves the ball to Singleton, out to Green. 3, no good. Short, hit the side of the rim, rebounded by Tomislav Ivasic, who's already got a handful of rebounds. Here's Stojakovic, cross-court feed to Wagler. Green on him. Spins on Wagler, on Green rather, gets inside Wagler's foul.
Chris Collins talked about this in the pregame show. This young man, not only one of the most talented players in the Big Ten, but in the country, and the numbers he's putting up in terms of scoring, rebounding, and assists. He has been a true impact freshman.
And like everything else, he shoots free throws well, 82%. He rims out the first one.
Yeah. Justice, you
the
put the
foul
jinx on him? The Dave Bennett jinx?
Yeah, I don't think I got that much clout. The
department of jinx.
The foul on Green, his second. Cheravino back in for the Wildcats. Second free throw attempt good for Wagler. He's got 6. So it's Page, Cheravino, Clayton back in, West, and Martinelli, who is still looking for his first points. 5:10 to go in the half, 38-11. There's Clayton bouncing low right. Martinelli fouled there by Zvonimir Ivasic.
Yeah, it's riding Martinelli back like a pony.
That's the third Illinois foul. Clayton inbounds the ball, and Martinelli saves it to Page as he was almost falling into the backcourt. But they managed to get it to Page just in time. Cheravino now out to Clayton left wing. Jordan Clayton feeds a bounce. Martinelli, floater good. There it is. His first points at the 4:50 mark of the first half, and it's 38-13.
Jordan Clayton found the seam in the zone defense. Martinelli moving without the ball. Cuts into the lead.
He missed his first 5 shots, and that ends an 8-0 run. Get it inside under the basket. Zvonimir, and that's a tie-up, and it's going to go to the Wildcats on the alternate possession.
Page with good defense there, and then he had the help from Martinelli as he pushes Ivasic down the baseline behind the basket.
38-13, Illinois. In for the Illini, Mirkovic back in. Zvonimir Ivasic out there, Hummerkaus, Wagler, and Davis. There's West to Martinelli, 3-point land. Return feed for West. Underhand scoop, Cheravino, top of the key. Out to Clayton. Now, right of the lane, there's Page, mid-range jumper off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound, Humberhouse.
Yeah, good shot by Page. The defense relaxes off. A shot that he's able to make, but the Cats just struggling to make shots here in the first half.
Everybody's struggling. Here's Mirkovic driving, kicking. Davis, step back three from the right, no good. And the rebound on the weak side, Sabanamir, and he dunks it home.
The reach of Ibasic that time. Martinelli had him blocked out. Ball bounces long. He just tips it to himself. Another offensive rebound and put back for the Illini.
40-13. Chervino right wing to West between the rings, played by Davis. Looks for Clayton, three ball. That's too strong. Rebounded by Mirkovic. Jordan Clayton, the last 3 games, 6 for 10 from 3, but he misses on his first attempt tonight. There's Mirkovic backing West down. A little contact. Gets in the lane, kicks it out. Wagler on the right with Clayton on it. Wagler backs it out near that logo. Shot clock at 10. Wagler's spinning. Puts up a shot, missed it wide right, but fouled by Clayton. And that will get us to a timeout here with 3:08 to go until halftime. The Lippman Mop Crew is part of our winning team, no matter what kind of flooring you have at your home court. Lippman has the best tools to keep it clean. The mops, brooms, and brushes are family made in the USA. Visit Lippman.com to see our product lineup and for a store locator. Northwestern basketball is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Insurance for motorcycles, boats, and RVs. For protection on the road and on the water, see how much you can save at 1-800-PROGRESSIVE and Progressive.com. It's Illinois 40, Northwestern 13, 3:08 to go first half. This is Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield.
Dives for lunch.
The Juicy Lucy. Essentially, it's a burger, but with cheese on the inside.
James Beard Award winners for dinner.
French technique, but Midwestern ingredients. It's a little unbecoming to lick the bowl, but...
Plan your next trip at exploreminnesota.com.
Northwestern fans, come hang out at Jake Melnick's Corner Tap, Chicago's favorite sports bar. A place that has something for everyone, including students. Show your valid student ID to get 15% off your bill and enjoy everything from great burgers, award-winning wings, and a wide selection of craft beer and cocktails. Can't make it to Jake's but looking for game day fuel? Head to JakeMelnick's.com for takeout and delivery options. Jake Melnick's Corner Tap at 41 East Superior Street. Come join us.
In Minnesota, we don't hide from winter. We embrace it. When there's a nip in the air, we take on the trails. For every layer you wear, there's a new experience waiting for you.
It's a little unbecoming to lick the bowl, but...
Plan your next trip at exploreminnesota.com.
End your day with me, John Landecker, 7 to 10. Back to Northwestern basketball.
Northwestern fans, this weekend, February 6th through the 8th, visit any Chicagoland Steinhoffel store. Spend $1,999 or more. Get $100 in Cats cash to get the latest Northwestern gear and apparel. Steinhoffels is a proud partner of Northwestern Athletics. 3:08 to go till halftime. It's Illinois 40, Northwestern 13. The foul called on Jordan Clayton prior to the stoppage. The Wildcats are shooting 19%, 5 of 26. They're just 1 for 10 from 3. They've been out-rebounded 20-8. Illinois shooting 56% and 53% from 3. Billy, help me out here. I'm looking for some good news. I can't find any at the moment.
Well, 3:08 to the half, so you can regroup. That's the good news. Cats have to get through this onslaught of the Illini offense and try to regroup. And, you know, this is the kind of game that can really dig into your confidence, but you got to come out and fight.
Wagler misses the first free throw attempt off the front end.
That's the good news.
Well, yeah, I'll take it. Another one coming here for the freshman. He was 11 of 13 in that 46-point game to the free throw line. He makes the second. And he'll get a breather now, and Stojakovic back in for the Illini, who lead 41-13 with 3:07 to go in the half.
And it doesn't matter who the Illini put in. Everybody's been effective.
Here's Reed. Looks up top, Singleton around to Cherubino, wide left. Return feed for Singleton, bouncing for Page. Left of the circle. Gives it off to West, and now Sharavino, left pocket three, no good. And the rebound controlled by Stojakovic. Gives it off to Mirkovic to bring it up.
Cats just 1 of 11 from behind the arc. In contrast, the Illini 9 of 17.
Mirkovic with Singleton on him. Fakes the drive, feeds Davis. They fire it left to Zavadimir and out to Davis. Nobody on him for three, and he missed it. And the rebound, Sharavino. Cats got a break. Sharavino to the other end. Underhand scoop to Reed. Now Singleton drives on Mirkovic. Jump pass. Reed open for three. Too strong. Rebounded on the weak side by Humrickhouse.
Yeah, being defended by Jake Davis. Jake Davis has some words for him, but that's where a pump fake would have been good for Jaden Reed with the size disadvantage.
Mirkovic now picked up by Sharavino on the switch. Puts a body on it. Mirkovic works his way to the free throw line. Chris Collins wanted to travel. No call. Here's Stojakovic driving down the lane. Goes up for the dunk. Missed it. It caroms off, and Singleton takes it the other way to the rim. Scoops it up. Scores. And Singleton gets knocked down. He's a little slow getting up, but he's back up. 41-15 Illini. Here's Humrickhouse. Lobs one to Mirkovic, and now wide on the left, Stojakovic. 15 on the shot clock. We tick towards the final minute of the half. Stojakovic out to Davis. Doesn't shoot. Stojakovic will. A three is no good. Rebound tip controlled by Davis. Back to Stojakovic to reset. Now left corner, Humrickhouse three rims out. Rebound taken on the run by Singleton. Cats have numbers. Singleton goes up, scores. So back-to-back buckets by Singleton. And the Wildcats cut it to 41-17. Down to 51 seconds to go. Brad Underwood takes the timeout. So Trey Singleton has 6 points in the game. And the freshman from Indiana has 3 rebounds. And the Wildcats at least are up over 20% now, 23%. But down by a whole bunch here with 51.6 remaining in the first half of play. Keep up to date on the Wildcats by downloading the Northwestern app. Receive game day updates, news for all your favorite Northwestern teams. Access your mobile ticketing account and order in venue from the comfort of your seat. Search for the Northwestern Wildcats on the App Store and Google Play Store today. 51 seconds on the clock. 30-second differential shot clock to game clock. Stojakovic will inbound right in front of us. Sends it into Wagler, who's checked back at the logo. Played by West. Freshman on freshman. Gets a screen from Davis. Cut off of the baseline by Mullins. Now lobs it low right to Mirkovic against Singleton. Little bump. Back out on top. Davisic, and now Davis. Three. Good. Left side angle three for Jake Davis. That's his second of the game. And Illinois extends the lead 44-17. That is their 10th three-point field goal in the first half. 20 seconds to go. There's a 1 second difference shot clock to game clock. Cats can hold for the last shot. Here's Reed with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Chased by Stojakovic. Gets inside. Drops it off to Singleton for a dunk. And he jammed his hand, it looks like, on the dunk. And that's going to end the half. And he's clutching his right hand, but he jogs off. It is a 47. Let's see. They put up 47. Is that right? 47-19. That is correct. 47. They didn't put up the basket yet for Singleton. It is 47-19. Illinois here at halftime. We're joined by assistant coach Brian James, and I think they're actually looking to checking the three-pointer by Davis over here. But coach, where do you start on that first half?
Well, the first 5 minutes we played awesome. All right, and then we go to our bench. They immediately go on an 11-0 run. We get a little winded. then our defense breaks down. They're shooting the ball extremely well, and we are not. That's the bottom line. They've made 10 threes. We've made one. We're 1 for 12. So, if you can't put it in the hole, it's going to be a long night. And give them credit. They're knocking shots down, and some of them are 2-3 steps behind the line.
Yeah, any offensive adjustments? You said you got some good shots in the first half.
We have, but their length is bothering us on our fast break opportunities. We have scored on 5 breaks, but we just got to take a deep breath and be able to make a rope of shots, Billy, and that's the bottom line. Nick Martinelli, they throw the kitchen sink at him defensively. He hasn't played great, and he'll pick it up. The others got to pick it up with him.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
That's Wildcat assistant Brian James. From the jerseys to hats and more fan favorites, find everything you need to gear up for game day at Kohl's and Kohl's.com. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with a halftime show brought to you by the Village of Bedford Park. Bring your business home at the half. Illinois, they have confirmed it. Illinois 47, Northwestern 19. This is Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield.
Allegra is a full-service marketing company providing customized marketing, printing, mailing, and signage solutions to meet your business goals. Allegra offers a wide variety of creative solutions that are tailored to each business's unique challenges, from printing services and custom signs to mailing services and promotional marketing. Call Allegra in Evanston at 847-864-9797 or visit AllegraEvanston.com to learn more. Every game starts with teamwork, and at Goodwill, we believe in the same thing. When you shop secondhand, you're helping create jobs, strengthen communities, and give every item a second chance to shine. From game day looks to sustainable style, your next win starts at Goodwill. Visit GoodwillGreaterMC.org to find your nearest store. Goodwill, style with purpose, built for Wildcats.
It's Wildcat basketball halftime. Northwestern basketball is presented by Wintrust, Chicago's bank and official bank of Northwestern Athletics. Northwestern Medicine, proudly leading the way towards better health care. Athletico, physical therapy partner of Northwestern Athletics. SeatGeek, official fan-to-fan ticket marketplace of Northwestern Athletics. And Odyssey Brands Greek Yogurt and Feta Cheese, preferred Greek Yogurt and Feta Cheese of Northwestern Athletics. Here's the voice of the Cats, Dave Ennett.
Time for the Northwestern basketball halftime show presented by the Village of Bedford Park. Bring your business home. Dave Ennett, Billy McKinney here at the State Farm Center in Champaign. All Illinois here in the first half. The number 5 team in the country leading the Wildcats at halftime, 47-19. The Illini with blistering hot shooting, and their three-point shooting, Billy, it's a good game's worth for a lot of teams. It would be a good night for an entire game. They're 11 of 22 from beyond the arc. They've got threes from 5 different players, 3 each from Humrickhouse and Mirkovic, 2 each from Wagler and Davis, and 1 from Tomislav Ivasic just for icing. This has been rough, but the Wildcats, on the other hand, are shooting just over 25%.
Yeah, that's not going to get it done on the road. And again, you look at the Cats actually had more field goal attempts, 31 in the first half, than the Illini at 29, but the three-point shot making the big difference. Yeah, and the rebounding. Not so much the offensive rebounding, but the Illini have just been pounding the Cats on the board with a 23-11 advantage. And this, Dave, I got to tell you, I've been on the other side of this during my playing career at Northwestern when we played great teams like Indiana, and you just got to play it out and keep fighting. And you're going to have games like this. The Cats haven't had games like this. But, man, you got to credit Illinois with how hard they're playing and how efficient they've been offensively.
Bright spot for the Wildcats late in the half. A little spurt by Trey Singleton, 8 points to lead the Wildcats. Hayden Wagler leads Illinois with 10 points. Northwestern fans, this weekend, February 6th through the 8th, visit any Chicagoland Steinhoffel store. Spend $1,999 or more and get $100 in Cats cash to get the latest Northwestern gear and apparel. Steinhoffels is a proud partner of Northwestern Athletics. How would you like to be able to listen to us while synced up to your TV in the comfort of your own home? Go to syncmygame.com to find out how. Jack Heinrich has more of our Village of Bedford Park halftime show from our studios in a moment. This is Northwestern Basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield.
Ozinga is a fourth-generation family-owned American business that provides quality bulk materials and diverse concrete solutions delivered where you need it, when you need it. With the help of our extensive network of transportation services, including truck, rail, barge, and ship terminals across the Midwest, Ozinga makes a positive impact on individuals, their families, and the community for generations by providing concrete, aggregates, and cement that help build a better future. For more information, visit ozinga.com. Hey, Wildcat fans, it's college basketball season, and SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Alley Oops. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside action this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Northwestern basketball games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the Northwestern Wildcats. Let's go Wildcats! SeatGeek.
Steinhoffels is a proud partner of Northwestern Athletics. Now with 7 locations, Steinhoffels has Chicagoland's largest selection of furniture and mattresses, all styles, every budget. And they're 100% employee-owned. Make sure to shop February 6th through the 8th. Spend $1,999 or more at any Chicagoland Steinhoffels and score $100 in Cats Cash for the latest Northwestern gear. Steinhoffels is Chicagoland's furniture and mattress leader. Shop in-store and online at steinhoffels.com.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by Northwestern University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the express written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Here at halftime, Illinois leading Northwestern 47-19. The Illini shot 52%. Northwestern just 26. I'm Jack Heinrich filling in for Mark Carmen. Do a quick scoreboard update here. Earlier today in the Big Ten, another big win for Minnesota at home, 76-73 over number 10 Michigan State. Michigan State has lost 2 in a row. Jalen Crocker-Johnson had 22-7 for the Gophers, who are now 4-8 in the Big Ten. Then the last game of the triple header here in the Big Ten, Iowa going out west to take on Washington, who just played Northwestern over the weekend. And then the only other local score, number 23 Louisville beat Notre Dame 76-65. 47-19, Illinois leading Northwestern. We'll bring in Billy McKinney next to recap that first half. You're listening to Northwestern Basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield.
In this town, we know toughness. We fight through pain, get knocked down, and get back up. At Athletico, we bring that same heart to recovery. We don't just treat injuries. We see your drive, your purpose. We build recovery plans around your goals because you've already done the hard part. Now comes the power, the confidence, the comeback. Move like you mean it. Start today at Athletico.com. Physical therapy partner of the Northwestern Wildcats.
Are you ready for the ultimate transportation experience? Look no further than Windy City Limousine and Bus Worldwide, an official transportation partner of the Northwestern Wildcats. Our top-of-the-line fleet will cater to your every need. Sit back, relax, and leave the driving to our professional chauffeurs. Whether you're heading to campus, exploring the Windy City, or attending special events, Windy City Limousine has got you covered. Visit WindyCityLimos.com or call us at 866-94-WINDY to book your ride today. Stay windy and go Cats.
I'm John Williams here weekdays 10 to 2. Now it's back out to Chicago's Big Ten team.
47-19, Illinois leading Northwestern. Before we bring in Billy McKinney, let's pause 10 seconds for station ID.
This is ESPN Chicago, WNVP, WTBC, HD2 Chicago, a good Karma Brands radio station.
47-19, Illinois leading Northwestern. We bring in Billy McKinney. And Billy, appreciate you taking the time. It's tough when you're playing a team that shoots 52% from the floor. And, I mean, Illinois has just been clicking on all cylinders these last few games, too.
Yeah, they certainly have. And you expect sometimes in a game like this, after two big road wins that maybe they come down and have a letdown game, but this team is very focused, and they're getting contributions from everywhere tonight. And again, you said it, and we've talked about in the first half, you're not going to beat the fifth-ranked team in the country if you just shoot 26% in the first half. And 33 of their 47 points have come from behind the arc. The Cats are going to have to regroup and find some answers defensively and offensively here in the second half.
Yeah, really quick here, Billy. Trey Singleton, someone I've seen, he's really grown throughout the year. I guess he's been the bright spot today. He's got 8 points. What have you seen from him throughout the year in his development?
Yeah, he's starting to play with much more of confidence. And one of the things I see with Trey is he's starting to react instead of thinking. And sometimes they say paralysis by analysis, and that's what he was overthinking the game. And once he becomes more natural and adjusting to the competition level, he's going to continue to grow.
All right, Billy, have a good call with Dave in the second half.
All right, thanks.
All right, that's Billy McKinney, 47-19. Hopefully switching sides and baskets can help Northwestern here. You're listening to Northwestern Basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield.
If you aren't paying with a Northwestern Athletics debit card from Wintrust Community Banks, are you really a Northwestern fan? Of course you are, but swiping with purple and white is much more fun. Pay with Wildcat Pride every time with the official Northwestern Athletics debit card. Get yours when you open an eligible Wintrust Community Banks account. Visit wintrust.com/Northwestern to choose an eligible account and score your Northwestern card. Wintrust. Different approach, better results. Member FDIC. Specialty debit cards not available for all Wintrust Community Bank account types, charters, and branches.
America has an undeniable, unstoppable energy. At Constellation, our energy matches yours. We're generating electricity 24/7 with hydro, wind, solar, and the nation's largest carbon-free nuclear fleet. Enough clean energy to power 15 million homes today, and a commitment to helping you build a brighter tomorrow. Power on, America. Learn more at constellationenergy.com/poweron.
Northwestern fans, come hang out at Jake Melnick's Corner Tap, Chicago's favorite sports bar. A place that has something for everyone, including students. Show your valid student ID to get 15% off your bill and enjoy everything from great burgers, award-winning wings, and a wide selection of craft beer and cocktails. Can't make it to Jake's but looking for game day fuel? Head to JakeMelnicks.com for takeout and delivery options. Jake Melnick's Corner Tap at 41 East Superior Street. Come join us.
Abbott in the Big Ten, 18 schools, one blood drive competition with a life-saving purpose. We give blood. This season, your one donation helped save up to 3 lives. And together, we saved over 200,000. But the need for blood never stops. So keep your sleeves rolled up. Keep giving blood. Keep saving lives. Visit big10.org/Abbott to donate.
Chicago Wakes Up with me, Bob Surratt, and the morning crew, 6 to 10 on your home for Wildcat basketball.
Our out-of-town scores were proudly sponsored by Explore Minnesota. Score a lifetime of memories by planning your dream trip at exploreminnesota.com. Here's how the scoring went in the first half. For the Wildcats, leading scorer, Trey Singleton, 8 points, 5 points for Jaden Reed to go along with 3 assists. After that, 2 points each for Tyler Kropp, Arrington Page, and Nick Martinelli. The Wildcats shot 26%, 8 of 31. They were 1 for 12, 8% from three-point range, 2 for 2 from the free throw line. They were out-rebounded 23-11, 6 assists, 1 turnover, 1 block, and 3 steals. For Illinois, leading scorer, Keaton Wagler, 10 points, 9 points for Ben Hummerthouse, 9 for David Mirkovic, 8 points for Andrei Stojakovic, 6 for Jake Davis, 3 for Tomislav Ivasic, 2 points for Zvonimir Ivasic. Illinois shot 52%, 15 of 29, 50%, 11 of 22 from beyond the arc, 75%, 6 of 8 from the free throw line. The Illini with 9 assists, 3 turnovers, 1 block, and 1 steal. Those are your energizing highlights of the first half, powered by Constellation. To learn more, visit constellation.com/energy. Constellation, the preferred energy provider for Northwestern University Athletics. Tonight's official game sponsor is United Airlines, proud to fly the Northwestern Wildcats. And this has been the Northwestern Basketball Halftime Show, presented by the Village of Bedford Park, bring your business home. Well, I mentioned last year in the game down here, the Wildcats were down not quite this big, but they were down, I think it was 43-21, something like that at halftime. Yeah, 43-21. So it's slightly more lopsided this time, but they did work their way back to within single digits in that game. And you got, let's face it, we know Nick Martinelli, Billy's going to score some points. We know the Cats are going to make some shots. At least you would hope so.
Well, they're going to have to slow down this Illinois attack. We talked about that coming into the game. They averaged 89 points per ball game, and they're at 47 right now. And they did a pretty good job of controlling plays, but the threes were just out of line, and you got to get credit to Illinois. They were just red hot. And Coach James said this, first 5 minutes of the game, the Cats were really sound. And they're going to have to take this second half and divide it into segments in order to dig out of this big hole that they've created for themselves, a 28-point deficit.
The Wildcats with their 5 starters back out there: Singleton, West, Kropp, Martinelli, and Reed. Stojakovic, Wagler, Tomislav Ivasic out there for the Illini, along with Mirkovic and Davis, who gets the ball right of the circle, picks up his dribble, looks to his right, and there's Ivasic, played by Kropp. Off to Wagler, jump pass back to Ivasic, and his skip pass stolen by Reed. Cats 4-on-3 down the floor. West out to Martinelli, feeds it low right. Singleton finds Reed open for 3. No, up the front of the rim, rebound Martinelli. Rifles left corner to West, back to Nick, into the paint, puts up a floater, in and out. And the rebound is taken by Stojakovic.
Boy, Nick has really struggled this night. 1 of 7 from the field, and Cats got off to a good start defensively and had a couple of good looks here.
And a really good look there for Nick, and a shot he almost always makes. Here's Stojakovic, right corner, played by Singleton. Spins to his right, then pulls it back out, lobs it to Mirkovic. Cross-court feed to Wagler. Wagler driving, step back 3. Missed it off the front of the rim. The rebound out of bounds. It'll stay with Illinois.
Yeah, Tyler Kropp trying to fight off Ivasic and Mirkovic. Mirkovic plays a very physical style of basketball, which is typical when you see the European players.
Here's Davis down the paint, scoops it up, missed it, and the rebound controlled by the Cats. Singleton out to West. Jake West stops, free throw line extended. Feeds Singleton again. Now here's Martinelli. Leaves it for Reed. Back to Nick. Floater good from the elbow. Nick Martinelli gets his second field goal of the game. It's 47-21.
Nice playmaking by Jaden Reed there on the pick and roll. Martinelli with good balance in the paint to get a shot off.
Mirkovic, cross-court feed. Ivasic lobs it to Wagler. Now back from Ivasic to Davis. Back to Ivasic at the top of the key. Back to Davis, left corner, Mirkovic. Inside, there's Ivasic. The drop step gets under the basket, muscles it up, no good. Rebound grab by Kropp, and he's fouled by Ivasic.
Trey Single defending Ivasic down in the low block. Really got away with one that time with the spin move. The Cats just trying to chip away and continue to hustle here and not give up.
2 minutes gone, second half, 47-21 Illinois. There's West, played by Davis out in front. Jake West, probing, driving, drops it off to Kropp. His shot caromed off the backboard. Rebounded by the Illini. And driving in, here's Mirkovic up to Davis, and Wagler a wide open 3, and it's good. Didn't have anybody within 7-8 feet of him.
Yeah, Cats were a little slow in getting back transition. The Illini recognized they had numbers. Moved the ball for the open 3.
13 for Wagler, 50-21. Now Reed off the dribble. Jumper rattles around and holds. Jaden Reed with his third field goal of the game. It's 50-23 Illini. 17-10 to go in the game. Wagler walks it up. You always think when he crosses midcourt, Billy, he's in his range.
Yeah, you got to pick him up early. He
Picks up his dribble, gets it back from Davis, finds Davis. He'll launch a three. That's no good. Rebound, Martinelli tipped it. Wagler got it and hands it off to Ivicic for a dunk.
Yeah, Merkovich really created that offensive rebound by pushing Prop or Martinelli under the basket and tipping it to a teammate.
52-23. Singleton to Reed. Right corner, West drives the baseline. Scoops it to Singleton around to Crop for three. That caroms off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Davis. To the other end, there's Stojakovic driving in, and the paint draws some contact.
And Trey Singleton talking to Jaden Reed about the defensive help, but one of the things that you're seeing offensively from the Illini when they pump fake, the players are going to their strong hand to the right. So you got to keep them out of the middle, keep them squared up, force them to their left after they pump fake, and not let them get into the paint.
Foul on Martinelli, his first. Free throw, no good for Stojakovic. Second attempt coming here for transfer from Cal, and he makes it. It is 53-23, a 30-point lead for the Illini. West off a crop screen, pulls up from 15, missed it. Rebound, Singleton had it, lost it. Wagler ends up with it. Singleton and Crop were both in position. Nobody could corral it. Now here's Stojakovic cut off on the baseline. Lobs it back out to Davis. Stojakovic will try again. Leans in, fires off the window, good. From the left baseline, and it's 55-23.
Yeah, one of the things the Cats talk about shoot around today is Stojakovic loves to go to his left.
Here's West. Out on the right to Martinelli. Around to Singleton, a straight on three is no good. Tipped up by Martinelli, no, and the rebound Ivicic. 55-23, a 32-point advantage for the Illini. Here's Wagler out to Mirkovic. Return feed for Wagler. Deep three. Missed that one. And rebound of Karam sideways, out of bounds. Northwestern ball, and that will get us to a timeout.
On your feet, it's time for the running.
Chicagoland for premium apparel and promotional products. Look no further than IAS Branding. Proud partner of Northwestern Athletics. The industry standard in corporate athletic and event merchandise. IAS Branding is your one-stop solution to bring your brand to life. Visit IASbranding.com to learn more. 15-12 to go. Illinois leads at 55-23. This is Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield.
Odyssey Greek yogurt and feta cheese are produced with 4 generations of our family's expertise and commitment. We start with the best dairy farms providing high-quality milk so you can feel good about what you feed your family. Odyssey Greek yogurt and feta cheese, proud partner of Northwestern Athletics, now available at your local grocer. Give your loved ones, friends, and colleagues a gift they'll be sure to make use of. Mouth-watering steaks from the Lynn's Shop. You can choose from an array of aged USDA prime steaks, roast seafood, and more. If you know someone who loves a good steak, why not treat them to some quality beef from Lynn's that will fill their stomach and their heart? Give the gift of premium beef at thelinnsshop.com and use code GOCATS for 20% off. Brought to you by Meats by Lynn's, the preferred partner of legendary steakhouses worldwide since 1963. Odyssey Greek yogurt and feta cheese are produced with 4 generations of our family's expertise and commitment. We start with the best dairy farms providing high-quality milk so you can feel good about what you feed your family. Odyssey Greek yogurt and feta cheese, proud partner of Northwestern Athletics, now available at your local grocer.
It's Bob Surratt and the morning crew, 6 till 10 a.m. on your home for Big Ten basketball.
Wildcat fans, Game Day Spirit has you covered in store, online for the best Northwestern Game Day essentials. Shop top brands like Under Armour, Champion, and Tommy Bahama, all at the official fan store of the Northwestern Wildcats. Shop in-store at 1807 Central in Evanston or online 24/7 at shop.nusports.com. Game Day Spirit, where Wildcat fans shop. We'll be right back with you Sunday afternoon before the Super Bowl. The Wildcats, their only meeting of the year with the Iowa Hawkeyes at Carver Hawkeye Arena in Iowa City, 2 o'clock Central Time. The start will be on the air back on our flagship WGN at 1:45 on Sunday afternoon. Then a week from tonight, Cats are back at Welsh Ryan Arena to take on the Big Ten co-leaders along with these Illini, the Michigan Wolverines. And if that's not enough, then they'll travel to Lincoln and take on the Cornhuskers. Man.
We've talked about this at several points during the year. The Big Ten schedule is no joke.
No.
And there aren't any reprieves, no nights off. You look at Minnesota upsetting Michigan State, a Washington team, an underrated team, and you just see so many teams in the Big Ten that are good. And what separates them is your performance nightly. And right now, the Illini looking like a 12-cylinder engine here, the way they're performing.
Every bit the number 5 team in the country, and maybe higher. Humrickhouse in for Illinois along with Zavadimir. Mullins in for the Cats. Here's Martinelli with Mirkovic on him. Wants to get a shot up in the right corner. Sends it back around to Phoenix Gill. The freshman, earliest appearance for him. Here's Mullins now driving to the basket. His shot swatted away by Zavadimir Ivasic.
That looked like a goaltending call.
There's Wagler the other way for the Illini. Checked by Reed. Looks left for Humrickhouse with 3 threes in the first half. Zavadimir gets it back off to Wagler. Now Mirkovic with 12 to shoot. Wagler gives it to Mirkovic. He'll try a 3, and of course he'll make it. Their 12th three-pointer of the game, and it's 58-23.
Mirkovic with an unusual-looking three-point shot. Doesn't appear that mobile, so I'd rather him put the ball on the floor and go to his left than let him be a stand-up shooter.
Martinelli fakes the 3, drives in on Mirkovic. Goes to his right hand with a finger roll, missed it, left it short, rebounded by the Illini. Cross-court feed to Wagler out on the right wing against Martinelli. Drives in, spins to his right, throws one up, wild shot, no good. Rebound, Zavadimir. Behind the back pass out to Mirkovic. Into the paint, back to Zavadimir. He'll take a three-pointer and makes it.
Again, Dave, the operative word, being skill allows the dribble drive penetration to the middle of the paint, sucks in the defense. The Illini with another 3.
Merely their 14th of the night on 28 attempts. Here's Phoenix Gill, the freshman. Martinelli on the drive now right of the lane. He gets fouled. So Phoenix Gill, son of an Illinois luminary
and legend.
Legend whose jersey is up in the rafters. And the Illini going to their bench. Brandon Lee, the freshman, makes his 11th appearance.
Yeah, and his dad was a pretty darn good player too. Yep. Butch Lee out of Marquette.
Oh, yeah. Here's Reed, a right corner 3 for the Wildcats. No good. Rebounded by the Illini. Tomislav Ivasic back in. Here's Brandon Lee. Gives it to Ivasic. Back to Wagler with Gill on him. He lobs it to Zavadimir, and a foul called for a push, I believe, on Martinelli. His second. Oh, that is his first. They had him with a foul earlier, but apparently I thought that was his second foul. It's 61-23 Illinois.
Well, Dave, we talked about the importance of the Cats winning the first 5 minutes, and Illinois outscored the Cats 8-4, and that trend is continuing.
Currently an 11-0 run here for Illinois. Page, the game for the Wildcats, pokes the ball away from Ivasic out of bounds. It'll stay with the Illini. Yeah, so far here in the second half, it's 14-4 in favor of the guys in orange. For the Wildcats, Martinelli, Mullins, Page, West out there, and Gill in just his 8th game. Lee to throw it in to Humrickhouse. One hands it right on the boundary. Looks around, lobs it to Wagler. Mullins all over him. A little contact. They play on. And Wagler shakes his way down the lane, lobs it up for Zavadimir, a dunk.
What a heck of a move by Wagler there. spinning through the defense and then finishing with the lob pass.
63-23, a 40-point lead. Here's West. Drives to the basket. Layup good from the left side for Jake West. His first points. And that ends a 13-0 Illinois run. 63-25.
Well, Dave talked about in the first half trying to prevent the runs, but the Illini have had way too many of those this evening.
Now Zvonimir, another three. An NBA three for Zvonimir Ivasic. He hits his second straight at 66-25.
He and his brother, two of the best shooting big men.
Martinelli fakes the three, hooks it over his shoulder to West for three. Good. Just the second three-pointer of the game for the Wildcats, as Jake West hits it off the feed from Martinelli at 66-28.
An unselfish play by Martinelli, breaking down the defense and finding Jake West open.
There's Wagler on the pick and roll back to Ivasic. Inside Hummerkaus for a layup. And it's 68-28. That's the first 2-point basket for Hummerkaus, who hit 3 threes in the first half. Arrington Page at the top. Drives on Ivasic, spins to his left, kicks left corner. Three for Martinelli, no good. Rebound fought for, and Gill diving for it. It's loose on the floor, and Wagler ends up with it. Sends it ahead to Lee. Lee drives into Martinelli. Ball stolen. Mullins the other way. Cats have numbers and a foul on Ivasic. And that will get us to a timeout with 10:47 to go. The Illini have outscored the Wildcats from the three-point line 45-6. And on the scoreboard, 68-28. This winter, see what being ranked the #1 state in public arts spending looks like. Experience world-class performances and legendary venues. Immerse yourself in Minnesota's legendary creative scene. We've got your ticket at exploreminnesota.com. And Wildcats fans, score a basket for your taste buds on game days with Odyssey Brands Greek yogurt and feta cheese, made by 4 generations of master cheesemakers and available at your local grocer. It is Illinois 68, Northwestern 28, 10:47 to go. Second half is Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield.
So take your time. Line it up.
At Guzman y Gomez, we are fast food athletes say yes to. As a proud sponsor of Northwestern Athletics, GYG is serving up real clean burritos, bowls, nachos, and more. Made fresh daily right here in Evanston and across Chicagoland. Stop by our restaurants in Naperville, Schaumburg, Crystal Lake, Buffalo Grove, Deerfield, Des Plaines, and of course, Evanston. GYG is here to fuel the community, whether it's dining in our restaurant, ordering through our GoMax app, or even catering with delicious food that's fast, fresh, and full of good vibes. Guzman y Gomez, fast food athletes say yes to.
Hey, Mom. It's me. Oh, my gosh. You'll never believe what I just opened for Valentine's Day. A sapphire ring from Hellsberg. Just like the one I lost years ago. Remember how excited I was when you gave it to me? I cannot believe you remembered that story. I guess you were right. I really found the one.
This Valentine's Day, create a moment that means something with up to 40% off gifts at Hellsberg. Shop in store or at hellsberg.com.
Middays sound better with me, John Williams, 10 to 2. Back to Wildcat basketball.
Barbasol Shaving Cream delivers a quality shave at an honest value for over 100 years. Barbasol is America's #1 shaving cream. Close Shave America. Close Shave Barbasol. Illinois, with this 11-game winning streak, it's their longest since the 2012-2013 season, when they started 12-0, so they can match that streak with a victory here tonight. They've won 9 straight Big Ten games. They've won 5 straight here at home since their only loss back in December to Nebraska, 83-80. At 19-3, they're off to their best start since the 2005-06 season, when they started 20-2. Need I go on?
Yeah, they've been good. And you always ask, with this many games left in the season and the Big Ten tournament looming, teams don't want you always you want your team to peak at certain times. But you still want them playing at this level. And this team, just a really solid team all around on both ends of the floor, rebounding, defense, shooting. They're going to be tough to beat.
Cats inbound the ball. West goes into Page. Works his way into the paint. Jump hook there. Rattles home for Arrington Page is his second bucket. 68-30 Illinois.
Yeah, Dave, you mentioned Cats being outscored 45-6 from beyond the three-point arc.
Here's a wraparound feed from Ivasic to Stojakovic. Missed the shot. Rebounded by the Cats. Stojakovic fell down. Page diving down the lane and shot blocked by Ivasic.
Oh, and Ivasic, some
it.
words to Page in the vein of don't bring that weak stuff in here, and he gets a technical foul.
That's the second straight game in which a Wildcat opponent, big man, has picked up a technical. And so Jake West will go to the free throw line.
You know, Dave, I've got to say.
Free throw by Jake, in and out.
That dampens the enthusiasm when a player makes a great play. You're going to have a.
West missed them both.
And Ivasic looks at us and says, justice. But you're going to, in this game, you're going to have some back and forth as long as it doesn't get out of hand.
And let's see, we have.
The Cats were trying to play a clever move there, trying to pick up the ball after the
their ball. It's Illinois ball. Well, you got to give them some credit for that.
Hey, why not?
I mean,
trying to catch the officiating crew sleep at the wheel, and it didn't work.
Wadler brings it across the midcourt line. 10-10 to go in the game. 68-30 Illinois. Here's Wadler. Jump pass to Mirkovic. And out to Davis. Three, no good. Rebound on the weak side. Put back up by Zvonimir Ivasic. They volleyball the rebound around. And it ends up back with Mirkovic now. Thought about the shot, doesn't take it. Davis will feed a Wadler. Back it goes. Davis, a three from the right. That's no good. Rebound tipped. And it ends up long rebound back in the arms of Wadler. Stojakovic goes up for the dunk. Blocked by Mullins and a foul called. Justin Mullins.
Well, Stojakovic with the pump fake and rumbles into the lane. But a good challenge there by Justin Mullins to not allow the dunk.
Yeah, they got so many guys who could score on this team. Stojakovic had 30 against Maryland. He's a guy who last year at Cal averaged 18 points a game. At the free throw line, makes the first.
When you play teams like this or a team with a couple of good scores, you have to pick your poison. And tonight, all the Illini players have been like poison.
Second free throw by Stojakovic is good. 70-30 Illinois. 9:30 to go. Here is Gill. Phoenix Gill to Jake West. West out in front, gets a screen from Page. Sends it to Gill for three. Air ball. Gill, the freshman, his fourth three-point attempt. Here's Wadler. Out to Zvonimir Ivasic, missing a three, and the rebound Mullins for the Cats. West into the front court. Jake West, played by Stojakovic. They work it around to Mullins, left of the circle. Back to the top to Page. There's Zvonimir on him, hands it off to Mullins. Stop and go. Kicks it out, right side. Here's Gill. Feeds it low on the left to Page. Three to shoot. Page to Mullins, puts up a three. Good if it goes, no good. Rebounds Zvonimir Ivasic.
Cats continue to struggle shooting. At one point, they were.
And Stojakovic driving in, getting fouled.
Shooting just 22% in the second half, which was down from 25 in the first.
The Wildcats here in the second half 5 for 18. That's 28%. And we get a timeout here. Yeah, I think they may be going to the monitor on this one. Yes. There is going to be a review here. This close shave instant replay is brought to you by Barbasol Shaving Cream. Why pay more for gels when Barbasol delivers instant thick lather for a close, comfortable shave? Choose Barbasol, a quality shave and trusted value.
Well, that's about the only thing that's been close tonight is the Barbasol shave in the replay.
We'll take a break. 70-30, Illinois, 8:27 to go. This is Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield.
Experience the best of downtown Evanston when you stay at the Hilton Orrington. The newly renovated hotel features all new guest rooms and suites. This season, score sensational offers close to Northwestern events with seasonal packages and accommodations suited for families, graduates, and sports fans, including unique corner quad accommodations featuring 4 connecting guest rooms and a private corridor. When you want to be in the center of game day action, it matters where you stay. Hilton for the stay. Visit hilton.com/Orrington Evanston to learn more.
If you aren't paying with a Northwestern Athletics debit card from Wintrust Community Banks, are you really a Northwestern fan? Of course you are, but swiping with purple and white is much more fun. Pay with Wildcat Pride every time with the official Northwestern Athletics debit card. Get yours when you open an eligible Wintrust Community Banks account. Visit wintrust.com/Northwestern to choose an eligible account and score your Northwestern card. Wintrust. Different approach, better results. Member FDIC. Specialty debit cards not available for all Wintrust Community Bank account types, charters, and branches.
Hey, I'm John Williams, and I'll see you weekdays 10 to 2. Let's get you back to the Wildcats.
Attention all Northwestern students and Wildcat fans. Pace Bus now offers quick and stress-free rides from Evanston to O'Hare for just $2. Google Pace Bus Pulse Dempster for more information. And Northwestern fans, this weekend, February 6th through the 8th, visit any Chicagoland Steinhoffel store, spend $1,999 or more, and get $100 in tax cash to get the latest Northwestern gear and apparel. Steinhoffels is a proud partner of Northwestern Athletics. Flagrant foul called on Arrington Page. So Illinois will have an opportunity to extend a 40-point lead, 70-30 the score. It'll be Stojakovic shooting the free throws. We saw Jake West shoot technical free throws a few minutes ago and missed them both. Stojakovic at the free throw line tonight is 7 for 8.
Andre Stojakovic will be at the line for the Illini, shooting 2.
We still have 8:27 remaining. Free throw good by Stojakovic. The Illini missed their last 5 shots. Sure doesn't feel that way.
Yeah, and yet they still outscored the Cats 25-11 here in the second half.
Stojakovic makes them both.
This is sort of like the old Morton Salt, Dave, theme. When it rains, it pours. It's pouring threes.
Inbounds pass goes to Stojakovic from Wagler. And out to Zvonimir Ivicic for 3 from the left corner. And he hits his 3rd of the game. The Illini hit their 16th three-point field goal. Cats to the other end. Max Green in for the Wildcats. Zone here for Illinois. Maybe not. They've gone back to man. Here's Green. Stops, finds Singleton. Foul line extended right. Drives the baseline. And gets it underneath. I think he lost the ball. He got screened out. Yep, it's high up. It'll go to the Wildcats.
Yeah, Zvonimir Ivicic knocking down threes like a small forward.
16 three-point field goals. Yeah. And he's got 3 of them all this half. Inbounds pass goes to Kropp. The Cats go to work again. 7:50 to go. Here's Max Green at the elbow. Can't get a shot up. Goes to Gill. Shot clock at 10. Gill to West. 3 in the air. No good. And the rebound, Wagler for Illinois. The Illini bring it the other way. Wagler to Mirkovic. Martinelli on the bench at the moment for the Wildcats, getting a breather. Here's Wagler, back to Mirkovic, shovels right. Air ball 3 there, but Mirkovic missed. Hummerhouse got it underneath, and then Mirkovic had the ball stripped away from behind by Gill. This is going to be another tie-up, so we'll stay with the Illini. And we'll get a timeout with 7:12 remaining. And the Illini leading 75-30. Ozinga's purpose to make a positive impact in the community, which is why they're the proud sponsor of the Together Building Better promotion. For every point Northwestern men's and women's basketball team scores this season, Ozinga will donate $1 to the NU Dance Marathon. Thank you, Ozinga, for your support in this great cause. Go Cats! It is 75-30 Illinois. 7:12 to go in the game. This is Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield.
Are you ready for the ultimate transportation experience? Look no further than Windy City Limousine and Bus Worldwide, an official transportation partner of the Northwestern Wildcats. Our top-of-the-line fleet will cater to your every need. Sit back, relax, and leave the driving to our professional chauffeurs. Whether you're heading to campus, exploring the Windy City, or attending special events, Windy City Limousine has got you covered. Visit WindyCityLimos.com or call us at 866-94-WINDY to book your ride today. Stay windy and go Cats.
Sometimes the thought of being in your warm and cozy home is what gets you through the day. But what happens when you get home and there is no heat? Who do you call for fast, reliable service? 24 hours a day and 7 days a week, you can consider it done when you trust the experts at ABC Plumbing, Sewer, Heating, Cooling, and Electric. Book your appointment today at 4abc.com and consider it done.
Wake up with Bob Sarat in the morning, weekdays 6 to 10. On your home for Wildcat basketball.
Let's get check of other scores back to the studios with Jack.
Earlier today in the Big Ten, Minnesota got a big win over number 10 Michigan State, 76-73. Jalen Crocker-Johnson had 22 points and 7 rebounds for the Gophers, who pick up their 4th Big Ten win. Then the nightcap tonight, Iowa traveling out to Washington. Then locally earlier today, number 23 Louisville beat Notre Dame 76-65. Dave?
All right, thank you, Jack Heinrich. 75-30, Illinois leading here. Right now, the Wildcats with just 30 points here with 7:12 remaining. Their season low has been 58. They scored 58 points against both Butler and Nebraska in games they lost. But right now, this looms as their most lopsided defeat of the season, and that's not even all that close. They have been in just about every game. You can argue that maybe Saturday night Washington took control and kind of...
Well, one thing about good teams, Dave, when they know there's an opponent they should beat, they come out and they choke you off early. And that's what's happened here. The Cats had some chances early in the first 5 minutes, and the Illini, they've just been red hot.
For the Wildcats, Angelo Sheravino and KJ Wyndham in the game for the first time in the last 7 games. Haven't seen much of KJ at all. He weaves his way into the paint, out to Green, shot clock at 12. Step back, 3, fakes it, feeds it into Kraup. Jump hook, no good. Rebound, Tomislav Ivasic. KJ Wyndham has sat out 9 of the last 10 games, 10 of the last 12, but he's out there now. 6:40 to go, and the pass from Wagler intended for Ivasic sails out of bounds. Turnover, Illinois.
Yeah, and one of the few miscues that they've had this entire game. Their 8th turnover, Dave, but doesn't seem that way.
No, and how about this, Billy? The Wildcats have 1 turnover in this game. There's Phoenix Gill at the top. Works his way to the paint, pulls up from 12, in and out. And the rebound, Humrickhouse for Illinois. 1 turnover for the Cats. But they're down by 45 here with 6:14 remaining. 75-30. Here's Wagler, double team near McGordon. Ball goes into the backcourt. I guess they're going to say it was tipped back there, and now Humrickhouse comes up with it left point. Shot clock down to 5. Out on the left, Davis feeds it in Ivasic had the ball knocked away out of bounds. It'll stay with Illinois with 2.4 on the shot clock.
Wildcats defense showed some life there, but I think like Johnny Mathis, too much, too little, way too late.
Peyton Wagler coming out. Wagler, 13 points in the game. And Illinois inbounds it. Hummerkaus 3 with the shot clock running down, drains it. His 4th of the game.
That's
and
just
it's 77-30.
Yeah, Dave, that's just a microcosm of what this game has been like for the Cats.
Prop circles left to the right, rather. Hands it off to Cheravino. Up to Gill. Out to the left. Here's Green. Into the paint. Up and under move. Jumper wide right. Rebound Ivasic. The ball game for the Illini. Milo Petrovic. And then they feed Drakovic for a dunk. And it's 79-30. Here's Cheravino. Looks left for Gill. Hummerkaus on him. Back to Wyndham. Gets a screen from Kropp. Stops. Fires a 3. No good. Rebound is grabbed by Tomislav Ivasic.
Hey, nonetheless, a good shot by Wyndham on a pick and roll. He had the defender dropping back. Cats have to take those shots.
Petrovic out to Hummerkaus. Was it Tomislav Ivasic? Had the ball tipped away by Wyndham. Under the arms of Green. So twice now they got the ball away from Ivasic down low. And Wyndham a 3. Good. KJ Wyndham a 3-pointer. Just the 3rd of the game. Or the 4th of the game for the Wildcats. And it's 79-33. How about that? Wyndham comes up. That is the 3rd. I was right the first time. Here's Petrovic to Ivasic. Now to Hummerkaus. 3 ball, no good. Rebound. Green fighting for it. It's up for grabs, and Wyndham picks it up.
And Dave, in spite of the score, this is where you can gain minutes as a player by continuing to play hard and do what the things the coaches are asking you to do.
Here's Cheravino, gets a screen from Kropp. Goes up from 15 and scores. Cheravino with his first points. 79-35. 3:43 remaining. Petrovic drives right. Petrovic looks to the right. Stojakovic to Ivasic. Turns. And an offensive foul is called.
Yeah, hook call as Wyndham is defending Ivasic in the low post. And we've seen a lot of that from Mirkovic this evening that wasn't called.
And that's the 5th foul on Ivasic. So Tomislav Ivasic fouls out. We have a timeout with 3:33 remaining. It's Illinois 79, Northwestern 35. This is Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield.
Hey, Northwestern fans, enjoy a meal at Wildfire, a 1940s-style supper club featuring steaks, chops, and seafood. Try one of Wildfire's signature dishes from our all-American menu: horseradish-crusted filet, Wildfire chopped salad, roasted prime rib, and cedar plank salmon. Dine in and take in the smells from the wood-burning oven, or watch our chefs in action at our open kitchen. Lunch, dinner, carry-out, and private parties. Stop by any one of our 5 Chicago-area Wildfire locations. For reservations, visit wildfirerestaurant.com.
America has an undeniable, unstoppable energy. At Constellation, our energy matches yours. We're generating electricity 24/7 with hydro, wind, solar, and the nation's largest carbon-free nuclear fleet. Enough clean energy to power 15 million homes today, and a commitment to helping you build a brighter tomorrow. Power on, America. Learn more at constellationenergy.com/poweron.
Always remember this. Linebacker, weeknights 7 to 10. Now, back to Wildcats basketball.
For comprehensive coverage of college basketball, tune to SiriusXM Big Ten Radio, channel 372, in the car and on the all-new SiriusXM app. SiriusXM is the home of your favorite team in conference, including live games plus interviews and analysis. So cheer along with the SiriusXM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. Get a free trial at SiriusXM.com. Nick Martinelli, the nation's leading scorer, has been held to just 4 points on 2 of 10 shooting, playing just about 27 minutes. And right now, that would be just the second time he failed to reach double figures this season. And he was held to 9 points by Virginia back in November out in West Virginia. But it's been a tough night for him and the Wildcats.
Yeah, without question. And teams understand one thing. Nick Martinelli, I saw the stat, if he scores 22 points or more, the Cats are 8-6. Under 22, it's a subpar 500 record. And they've just been locked in on Nick, and it's just been a whole collective defensive effort by the Illini to slow the Cats down. Just 35 points.
Let's bring the ball up with a pick and roll, a pick and pop. Here's Kropp hitting from outside. With a feed from Wyndham, and it is 79-37. Tyler Kropp with his second bucket of the game.
And Wyndham's come in and made some important contributions here.
There's Jake Davis launching a three. Good. That's his third of the game. And it's 82-37. At the other end, Gill drives in out to Sheravino. Turns the corner, gets inside, banks it in. The runner by Sheravino is good. It's 82-39.
Yeah, Sheravino playing through the contact of Hummerhouse.
Petrovic looks right side for Lee. Rounds it left. Davis will try another three. That one's no good. Rebound controlled by Kropp. Wyndham brings it down for the Cats. A.J. Wyndham to the foul line. Wants to get a shot up. Doesn't. Goes back out to Gill. Phoenix Gill driving and a blocking foul called on Lee. Just the, let's see, that is the 16th foul on Illinois. Now, A.J. Red, senior from St. Ignatius. Blake Bemi from Bennett Academy and for the Illini. Wyndham will inbound. Gets it into Kropp in the corner. Hummerhouse guarding him. Tyler Kropp bangs his way into the paint. Goes to his left hand and lays it in. Nice move by the freshman, Tyler Kropp. 82-41. With 2 minutes exactly showing on the clock. The Illini in command. Petrovic against Wyndham. Driving, kicking, a leaping attempt to save it by Lee, but he steps on the boundary on a high pass thrown.
Yeah, tough pass, tough catch. The 11th turnover for the Illini, but it hasn't impacted the score in any way.
Here's Wyndham off a Kropp screen. A three, no good. Rebound, Hummerhouse. Again, I had a pretty good look at it. 90 seconds to go. 82-41 Illini. Petrovic out of the Block Eye logo against Max Green. Picked up by Kropp on the switch. Petrovic with 10 to shoot. He'll launch a three. Missed it. And the rebound wrapped up by Sheravino. He got knocked down, but Wyndham saves it. Out to Green, three, good. Three ball for Max Green, and it's 82-44.
Yeah, Cats getting some hustle there, getting a loose ball. Still keeping their fight in spite of the deficit in the score.
Cats are on a 7-0 run. And Lee spins his way inside, scoops it up, and it goes down for Illinois, and it's 84-44. It ends that 7-0 run. Here's Wyndham at the other end. Leans in, fires a jumper off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Hummerhouse.
Wyndham with the nice shot off the glass. Just couldn't get it to go down, and this one is winding down.
Final half minute, 10-second differential, shot clock and game clock. Here's Red. Driving left, goes up, missed the layup, rebound Wyndham, 18 seconds to go. Ahead to Gill at the end of the break, missed the layup. It followed, no good by Wyndham. And Illinois to the other end. And they're going to run out the clock here with 6 seconds to go. And that's going to do it. Brad Underwood and Chris Collins, quick handshake. And this ball game is over. And the Illini roll on. A rough night for the Wildcats here. And the Illini run their winning streak to 12 in a row at the expense of Northwestern. 84-44, the final score here tonight at the State Farm Center. The Libin Mop Crew is part of our winning team. No matter what kind of flooring you have at your home court, Libin has the best tools to keep it clean. Our mops, brooms, and brushes are family made, the USA. Visit Libin.com to see our product lineup and for a store